Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Just making sure I'm live, seeing who's going to join me today. It's Tuesday. I'm hopping in because we're talking about the number one mindset shift, top mindset shift that you can make in order to go from being stuck in that time snacking habit or the afternoon food frenzies to making healthier choices without relying on willpower or motivation. So this is the number one reason why you know what to do, but you just can't get yourself to do it. Because when I talk with women inside the Aligned Body Mind Method, or in this group, when I'm, chatting with some of you in Messenger quite a bit, I hear all the time, I know what to do. I just can't get myself to do it. And what I've learned over the years of working with women who really struggle with food in their lives, it's not about not knowing what to do. There is plenty of information out there. And you all are really smart, capable women. You know to eat more veggies, to drink more water, to move your body, right? Like you know what you need to do. You've got the basics down. You just don't know how to get yourself to do it, right? How to stop snacking all afternoon, how to say no thank you to the third cookie when you know that you're full, or to the seconds of dinner when you know that you've had enough, but you really want it anyways. How do you get yourself to do it, right? So I hear about the nighttime snacking, the emotional eating, the afternoon food frenzy, right? The face planting into the brownies when stress is running high and you just need something, right? I need something. I need it, right? Or maybe it's the office chocolate bowl that you get up and walk by multiple times a day, finding a reason to like take the long way over to the copy machine, or take another way over to your colleague's desk just so you can walk by the chocolate bowl and grab a couple pieces here and a couple pieces there, right? So it happens. I used to work in a clinic for 20 years. I was in a clinic, and we'd have treats, all candy, or clients would bring treats in for us. They'd be in the staff room, and it was hard. It was really hard. I would just end up kind of picking at it all day long, right? So I want to know, I just gave a few examples. For those of you, number one, if you're joining live, please say hi. If you are watching the replay, please put replay down below and tell me, what's your example? Like I just gave you some examples of how, like we're not doing what we know need to do in order to move towards our goals. How does food creep into your day in a way that sabotages your goals? So while you're typing that in, I just want to take a quick minute to introduce myself. My name is Kim Lakoski. I am a health and mindset coach. I am the host of this group to help you take back your power from food. I am the founder and creator of the Aligned Body Mind Method, a 4-month VIP coaching experience where I take women from face planting into the brownies and emotional eating and self-sabotage with food to feeling powerful and confident in their bodies and their ability to actually show up for themselves in the way that they want to feel detached from food so that they can feel amazing themselves. So welcome if you are here, if we have not interacted very much yet. I love to know who's joining me. So please say hi in the comments. So like I said, I know when I used to really struggle with food, I would work so hard about trying to be good around food, right? Does anyone relate to that? Oh, I'm trying to be so good with food. And every day, I'd swear that I'd do better. I'm not going to eat bread today. I'm going to stay away from the sugar. I'm going to eat light at lunch to keep my calories down. And by 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I was grabbing like goldfish and graham crackers out of my kids' lunch boxes all the time. Okay. And look, like I said, we're smart women, okay, who know what it is we need to do. And we hear it all the time. Eat more veggies, get better sleep, move your body every day, stress less, drink more water, right? And not only have you heard all this, you've probably tried all of it as well, and probably stuck with it for a little while, but eventually found yourself slipping back into old habits again. And whether that was, choosing chips and Netflix every night, or a glass of wine when you felt stressed, okay, instead of going to bed earlier, or you would eat past full at dinner even though you knew you had enough. Okay, so this is what I want to talk to you about today, okay, because it's a big struggle, I know. The reason I want to talk about it is because no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you try, how many times you convince yourself that this next diet or this next plan is going to be better, or this next week I'm going to start again on Monday, and this week this is going to be different. If you're missing this foundational piece that I'm sharing today, it's not going to be any different. You're trying to fix the problem. You're trying to make healthier choices without the foundational mindset shift you need in order to be successful, in order to create changes that actually last. Okay? And what that mindset shift is first rewiring your old programming. Rewiring your old programming. What do I mean by that? So imagine you've got your computer, your laptop, okay, and you're trying to run a new software, but you haven't updated your laptop in a really long time. Okay, that's me. My husband gets so frustrated because I'm not a tech person and he is. So I bring my laptop, honey, can you help me fix because something's not glitchy. Well, one of the source questions is, have you updated your laptop lately? Most of the time my answer is no. Okay, so the new software that I might be trying to run, it's going to be glitchy. It's going to be slow. It's not going to work because the computer is trying to run it on old programming, on an old operating system. Once I update that operating system, then the new software works great. It's seamless and smooth, no problem. Now, if you are trying to make changes in your life to lose weight or improve your health, and you're doing it without rewiring your brain, without reprogramming your old operating system to support those changes, then they're going to be glitchy and slow, and you're going to get pulled back to old patterns again, to your old habits. That's just the way it works. That's why rewiring your old programming is one of the 3 phases inside the Aligned Body Mind method. That's how important it is, because what goes on inside our head determines what it is we actually do. And what it is we actually do is what gets us our results, right? But we got to start by what's going on inside our head. How we think determines whether we choose another piece of chocolate cake at 10 p.m. or whether we go to bed earlier so we feel more energized and restful and awake and alert the next day, which means we're going to make smarter food choices, right? We feel tired. We're going to be reaching for sugar and caffeine to keep us going. Okay, so how do we do that? How do we reprogram that old operating system? I'm going to give you 3 tools today, 3 ideas that you can implement, okay? And then I want you to tell me what it is that you actually try and what happens, because I want to know. Okay, I'm not here just to give you information. Like I said earlier, there is way more information out there in the world of the internet than we ever need. What we do need more of is action. Change doesn't happen unless there's implementation, taking action, so that you can create different results. Okay, so 3 ways that help reprogram your operating system. One is focus on what you want instead of what you don't want. Okay, here's what I mean. If you're focusing on, oh, my jeans are too tight. Oh, I don't like the number on the scale. I ate way too many cookies last night. I slept in, didn't work out again. All these things that you are reinforcing those behaviors you don't want, your brain is going to pull you towards those behaviors that you don't want. Instead, you need to shift and start focusing on what it is that you do want. Seeing yourself as that healthier version of you. And what does that version of you do? Start focusing on what it is that you want. I want to feel energetic in my body. I want to feel excited about working out, right? What is that? I want to feel happy in my body. I want to feel confident. I want to feel free. Okay? Then How do you focus on that? You can use some meditation. You can close your eyes and just visualize. Okay? You can write it out if you want to, but visualization, meditation, really connecting with what it is that you want and doing that for just a couple minutes every day can help reprogram what's going on up here. Second one is treat yourself with kindness. Drop the judgment and negative self-talk. I know a lot of women think like, well, I need that judgment. I need that self-talk to motivate myself. I need to be hard on myself. That's not true though. Here's what happens. When we judge ourselves, when we're beating ourselves up, that voice is going on in our head. Oh, you screwed up. I can't believe it. You're never going to figure this out. You messed up again. What that does is it causes emotional pain, okay, emotional discomfort. Well, for those of us that struggle with food, what do we do to make ourselves feel better? We eat, right? So when we have emotional pain, that's going to drive us to go for more junk food, chips, cookies, whatever it might be, whatever your go-to food is. Okay? So instead, start to shift your thoughts to kindness and compassion. Okay? Start being curious when those thoughts come up around food, start to redirect to say, what can I focus on that is kind right now, that is compassionate? Okay? So treat yourself with kindness. And the third is get these, when you feel these feelings that cause you to reach for food, stress, worry, overwhelm, anxiety, loneliness, sadness, okay? When those feelings come up, instead of diving into the food, go grab a journal, a notebook, a piece of paper, I don't care what it is, and just start writing it out. Getting it out of your head and onto paper can be a really powerful tool to get it just from that spiral to getting it out of you. It can help you process those feelings instead of eating them or eating your feelings, numbing out, using food to numb out so we don't feel our feelings. Those feelings are still there. You're just kind of distracting yourself from them for a while, but it doesn't make them go away. So journaling can be really helpful. And that's why when women come into the Aligned Body Mind Method, they receive a customized aligned action journal so that it is designed in a specific method of journaling to help with this processing of getting the feelings out, visualizing what it is that you want instead of what you don't want. Practicing gratitude is designed in a way very strategically so that it sets you up each day for success. So you can show up the way that you want to and go from, well, I know what to do, I don't know how to do it, to actually being able to do it, to follow through, to be a person who lives in integrity with yourself, to follow through and you keep the promises that you make to yourself. Okay, so if you are struggling with making healthier choices that actually last, then you probably need to look at rewiring that programming system first. Okay, if that's you, if this is hitting home, if this is helpful, drop me a comment below and tell me. I want to know. Tell me, what eating habits do you want to try and change? Okay, I want to know, because I know it's a big struggle for a lot of women who have, if you haven't learned the foundational piece of rewiring your brain, that old operating system, so that then those new choices, those new behaviors can stick and you can be consistent for long enough that you create sustainable change in a way that it lasts. Because that's what we want, right? Enough of yo-yo dieting and going back and forth. We want change that lasts, that feels good. Okay, I hope this was helpful. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care.